Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Julian, and Juventus has signed Lois Openda. Here we go. He's our new striker, or new attacker at least. Let's start the video. Coach's Corner. And welcome back. So, again, we're bringing back the Coach's Corner for this one. It's me, Julian. We've signed Lois Openda from RB Leipzig instead of Randall Colomwani, who was teased or romanticized or flirted with us all summer from PSG. And it turns out that he is going to Tottenham Hotspur on a cheaper deal than what we got or what we were in talks with PSG for. He's going on a straight loan to Tottenham. PSG were just, I don't know, haggling us and dicking around with us the whole time. And then we pulled out and we went for, I'll say, the B option with Lois Openda, and we'll get into his stats right away. So the money itself, we're going to go full money first, talk about what he signed for and what how much he's going to cost us and what the deal actually includes. So here we go. Lois Openda transfer in the numbers. A loan fee including obviously add-ons is 4 million euros. Obligation to buy at 42 million. Possible at more add-ons is 5 million. So possibly we're going to be at 51 million euros if everything is accounted for and if he does well and performs, and we decide to trigger the obligation, right? So those are the numbers. Obviously, you see the video of him coming into, I think the airport's called Caselle, if I'm not sure, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's him arriving earlier this morning, Monday morning, September 1st. It's a deadline day deal, like we said, and it is a player who is basically replacing Colomwani from last season. Now that we couldn't get him over the line. So a couple of things. I'm going to share this tab now. A couple of things we are looking at right now. We're looking at transfer market. As you can see on the right-hand side there of the screen, you can play striker, and on the left, that was the main thing we were looking at, because now we have, well, there's another, we all know Zhegrova is also a Juventus player now, but we all know that we have 6 attackers now. We have Yildiz, we have Vlahović, we have Openda, we have Chico Conceição, we have Zhegrova, and we have Johnny David. 6 attackers for 3 positions. And the main thing was, well, if we have David and Vlahović up at number 9, where's this Openda guy going to play? According to me, he can play off either wing, but according to transfer market, he's played on the left before at least. Stylistically, I know that Openda is a guy who likes to drift side to side anyway. He's like a Walmart version of Victor Osimhen. So at this point, like, it's going to be up to Tudor to decide where exactly he's going to start in the lineup or even come off the bench and provide a spark. Obviously, later in this video, I will go through his detailed stats and metrics, advanced analytics, and I will have a comparison on Data MB as well with Colomwani and David, just so we can see where he's at in advanced analytics. So yeah, if we go further on, because this is the biggest thing, we're going to go to his injury history. And this is going to be the complete opposite of what we look at for Zhegrova, because this injury history is clean. There is 1 game missed in his professional career. He's 25 years old. He had a knock in 2024, and he missed 6 days. That's his history. That's his complete injury history. Now that I say that, obviously it might be a knock on wood time and maybe a massive jinx, but it's clean. So that's a positive. And then finally, we'll go back to his profile and see if the value from the original deal that's been reported by Philip Hines from Sky Sports Germany matches the valuation placed on him, and it's basically 50 million. So either Juventus is still using transfer market values to buy their players, or they just decided that this deal would be Okay, 50 million euros, and then, like I said, that's been reported. This deal has been reported is adding up to 51 million euros um, if everything hits, the add-ons hit, and whatnot, and we decide to sign the guy permanently. Okay, so now we went through the numbers and his injury history and how much he's going to cost. So let's go through his individual metrics. So let's share this tab instead. Let's see if it went over. Perfect. Okay. Not a lot of green. There's one area that in particular I'm worried about, and it's his passing. I'm guessing it's a complete flip from what Johnny David provides in terms of link up play and what's his name? Zhegrova is going to be able to do when linking up, and Yildiz. His pass completion is terrible, all of it. His finishing is not great, but what he does provide is speed and his shot creation. So let's go down more, and we can see per 90 the shot creation on his own and getting fouls and causing a ruckus basically up there. It's good. It's up there with the elite of the elite attackers. So again, it's going to be totally up to Tudor how to use him properly and get the best out of him. Obviously, you want him to attack space because he's so fast. You don't want him probably linking up with anybody. I know at Leipzig, everyone remembers the Champions League game against them last year, where he sent the through ball into Sesko, and then Sesko banged it off the crossbar and in. Obviously, we saw him; he's capable of making a pass. But he did cause a ruckus against us all game. He was fast. He drifted out to the side. Obviously injured Bremer. We all remember that. Good thing he's back now. But yeah, the shot creation there is good, and also the fouls drawn. It's a good asset to have. Now, if we go over to a comparison, share this tab instead. Let's see if it transferred over. It did. Great. Old computer, so I never know if it's going to crash or not. So now we see Kolomwani, Openda, and David. This is all last year's metrics. Openda's in pink, Muani's in blue, David's in green. Every one of these players has different elements to the game that they bring. So it's pretty much a wash here. Obviously, we see that Kolomwani is better at non-penalty expected goals, or non-penalty goals, sorry, and then his conversion rate was the best out of the three. Openda had better offensive duels, more touches in the box, better aerial ability, which is weird because he's 5'9", but he had better aerial ability. And David has the better assists. Obviously, we knew that, and non-penalty expected goals. So again, they're all a mishmash of everyone's better than everybody at something, right? This is last year as well on different teams. So obviously, Muani was on Juventus, a known commodity. Openda was on Leipzig, and David was on Lille, as we all know. But again, I'm going to stop sharing now, I think. Yeah. I think the major thing, let's just do solo. Yeah. I think the major thing that we're learning about this whole process was Kamoli's hard to deal with himself. He's not going to take crap from anybody in the transfer market. He didn't want to pay the 60 mil for Muani, and he ended up paying whatever could possibly be 50 for Openda. And I guess they see him obviously as a B option to Muani, but they had to react. They weren't getting the terms that they wanted from Muani, and they got the terms right away with Openda. Probably, yeah, he's the inferior player, but he could exploit stuff in our attack that we don't currently have, like Yildiz, Chico, David, not speedsters by any means. Openda, speedster, can get in behind, cause damage, cause problems for the other team. That's what Muani was good at, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. if this is a B option, it's a good B option in my opinion. We still needed an attacker because we're going to get injuries. We have 3 competitions. We have the 8 games in Champions League. We have Coppa Italia in the winter. We know as a club, Juventus, that we just know that people are going to get hurt. So having 6 options, it's never been a bad thing to have a lot of players. You get 5 subs in games to make. So if one player is not playing well, he doesn't automatically earn the start. Let's say Dusan Vlahović should probably start next game, to be honest with you. Like, based on merit, it's good to have more players. Based on our injury history, it's good to have more players. And a different variety as well, which Openda brings, because like I said, Yildiz not the fastest, Chico not the fastest, Dusan definitely not the fastest, David's definitely not the fastest, and Zhegrova, he's speedy, he's quick laterally, but Openda brings like pure pace and power, as we saw again against Bremer. Pure power, knocked him off his stride, tore his ACL, and apparently he's good in the air too. I had no idea that he was that good in the air for a 5'9" guy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to like the video, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts if you're okay with this B option, if you're okay with how Kamoli basically handled the extra attacker situation, as in Colomwani versus Openda. And let me know. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. I will see you at the next Zhegrova. Here we go.